Salam sejahtera. Hi, my name is Jahid and my matching number is 820A1424. The title of our research proposal is a study of understanding the impact of online customer shopping experience on online impulsive buying. For the introduction, 1.1 background and content. This research is to investigate the understanding of the impact of online consumer shopping experience on online impulsive buying. This study focuses on how to manage the online customer experience and subsequent consumers' responses across the customer journey. Online shopping is an activity or an action in front of electronic commerces that allow a person to purchase a product or service directly over the internet. Consumers can look around the online store from the comfort of their house as by staying in front of their laptop or computer. They are mostly everything that consumers can get or buy through online stores. But nothing is perfect. Online shopping also may give a bad or even worse experience for consumers too. So this study will investigate the consumer experience on online shopping and their responses through previous online shopping journey. For the part of problem statement, the online shopping platforms is popular and give convenience to consumers all around the world. But there may be an heritage to shop online due to the risk of financial loss, bad experience, and additional payments. The issue that related to regulatory and operational may cause consumers to use the online shopping platform effectively. So it's important to understand the extent to which the consumers are ready to use the online shopping platforms. Getting responses from consumers that have previous experience is more important to identify their acceptance to online shopping platform due to its success is dependent to the consumer participants. This study will identify several impacts of online consumer shopping experience that include interactivity, attitudinal loyalty, impulsive buying, self-control, and also convenience. For the research questions, there are total 5 questions, which are the first one. What is the interactivity between consumer shopping experience and behavioral intentions to shop online? The second question is, what is the correlation between attitudinal loyalty and behavioral intention in shopping online? The third question is, what is the connection between the impulsive buying and behavioral intention in shopping online? For the question number 4 is, what is the correlation between self-control and behavioral intention to use online shopping while purchasing a product or service? And the last question is that, what is the association between convenience and behavioral intention by using online shopping while purchasing? For the research objective, there are also 5 objectives. First is to investigate the interactivity between customer shopping experience and behavioral intention to shop online. Second is to determine the correlation between attitudinal loyalty and behavioral intention in shop online. And the third objective is to discuss the connection between impulsive buying and behavioral intention in shopping online. The fourth objective is to evaluate the collaboration between self-control and behavioral intention to use online shopping while purchasing for a product or service. And the last objective is to estimate the association between convenience and behavioral intention by using online shopping while purchasing for a product or service. The last part of the introduction is the operational definition. The first word is interactivity. The interactivity is the process where two persons or objects are working together and influencing each other. This also can be defined as a communication between people and digital devices or contents. The second phrase is attitudinal loyalty, or called behavioral loyalty, or also known as habit buying, is a type of loyalty that is acted by consumer. When consumers repeatedly purchase a brand that they know and trust, their consistent attitudes of consumers result in habitual buying behavior. The first is impulsive buying. Impulsive buying happens when there was a sudden and intense feelings urge. The feeling was result from the reactive behavior that was characterized by poor cognitive control. And the next phrase is self-control. Self-control is an ability of a person to restrain emotion, ideas, and a behavior in the face to temptation and urge. And the last word is convenience. Convenience is a situation that results in making something easier or useful for a person. Convenience work well effectively decrease and reduce the amount of time and work that needed for doing something that required diverse process.
for the literature review is that the introduction is the researcher explore the independence and dependence variable in this chapter, and behavioral intention are the influenced by the independent variable of interactivity, attitude, listener loyalty, impulsive buying, self-control, and conveniences. In addition, in this chapter, also the researcher will elaborate the independence factor and dependent variable based on the researcher framework, which is study understanding the impact of online customer shopping experience on online impulsive buying. The first is dependent variable, behavioral intention in online shopping. The term behavioral intention refer to the greater the desire to conduct the activity, the more probable it is to be carried out, according to the motivational elementals in the impact a particular behavior. Also, this study found that the customer use behavioral intention as dependent variable in certain future action, which is how they adapt to online shopping. And for the 2.3 is about relationship between interactivity and behavioral intention in online shopping. First is controllability and fun, effect, visual representation, product, attitude, and behavior. And then smartphone shopper are a hot issue in these days, which case the ease of the internet purchasing may also influence their impulsivity. And then 2.4 is relationship between attitudinal loyalty and behavioral intention in online shopping. Attitudinal loyalty is a customer emotion connection to a brand, wherever behavioral loyalty is their desire to buy again. Many experts have stressed the importance of online consumer loyalty in the building lucrative client relationship. And then marketing requires devotion since obtaining new client is far more expensive than maintaining existing one. And then for 2.5 is relationship between impulsive buying and behavioral intention in online shopping. Impulsive purchase is or buying is when customer buy something without thinking. This is characterized by a sudden and overwhelming desire to buy something, generally motivated by positive emotion like joy. This research examines how personality and emotional intelligence moderate the customer impulsive purchase behavior. This is because personality affect customer behavior. And then 2.6 is relationship between self-control and behavioral intention in online shopping. Self-control is an ability to regulate impulse and stay to motivate. High self-control is associated with less impulsive purchase and better financial management in both physical and digital domains. When offer a new product with discount, buyer must practice self-control. Self-control included in impulsive purchase is buying something without taking its pros or downside. And then is 2.7 relationship between convenience and behavioral intention in online shopping. Due to its advantages, internet shopping have eclipsed in-person mall visits. Technology have caused this change. Online buying is driven by convenience. This affects customer behavior and help e-commerce thrive. But the perceived usefulness refer to customer willingness to accept new technology or system if they believe they are more convenient. 2.8 is theoretical or conceptual framework. And then this show that interactivity, additional loyalty, impulsive buying, self-control, and convenience put in the behavioral intention in online shopping. And E2.8.1 is our hypothesis development. And the first hypothesis is interactivity has positive influence on behavioral intention among online customer behavioral intention in online shopping. Hypothesis 2 is attitudinal loyalty has positive influence on behavioral intention among online customer behavioral intention in online shopping. And then hypothesis 3, impulsive buying has positive influence behavioral intention among online customer behavioral intention in online shopping. Hypothesis 4 is self-control have positive influence on behavioral intention among online customer behavioral intention in online shopping. And then lastly, the hypothesis 5 is convenience and positive influence on behavioral intention among online customer behavioral intention in online shopping. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Arifin bin Muhammad Zaid. My matrix number is A20A1483. I will explain about the research design and methods. There are four in this chapter, including the research design, methods and sources, sampling and analysis plan. Okay, in research design, let's talk about look at the inquiry about strategies. And strategies will be utilized to examine. This bundle may be centered on choosing the most excellent inquiry about methods for the issues and producing research idea. To consider or utilize quantitative investigate because it is more objective and it will get the relationship between the independent variables which are interactivity, internal loyalty, impulsive buying, self-control, and also about the convenience. And the dependence variable is about variable attention in online shopping. Hi, as you can see in this slide, method and sources. So in this method, we are trying to measure about the sample size. So we are using nominal and interval. So what are nominal? Nominal is about an ostensible skill will empower scholastic to classify or organize the subject. As a come about, respondent may effectively select question from bunches or classes. This inquiry about 5 questions including age, gender, educational level, race, and also about the general education. Sampling is about the what we are using to sample size. So, University Malaysia Kelantan Fakulty campus report about 6,000 undergraduate students are enrolled there. So this number is mostly like to be conversation estimate as a campus population around 6,000 people. So sample size, there are 365 in our sample, which are statistically significant representation of the whole students populations. So 365 people, which are about equivalent to 6,000 undergraduate. In this last chapter is about analysis plan. So there are 5 objectives that will can ensure for our analysis plans. First one is to determine the parallel between interactivity and behavioral intention of UMK undergraduate students using online shopping. Next, to identify the attitudinal loyalty and behavioral intentions. Third is about to recognize the impulsive buying between behavioral intentions UMK undergraduate students. Fourth, to examine the connection between self-control and behavioral intention. Last but not least, to identify the linkage between the convenient and the behavioral intention.
My name is Lo Shui Yi. Number metric is A20A1429. Now I will present Chapter 4, Potential Implication and Contribution. 4.1, Critical Implication. The first factor that affects impulse buying is promotion activities. Customer will buy products whose price are lower compared to the previous product price. The second factor that affects impulse buying is the limited time of the product. If the customer has the product, they will feel proud even if they don't use it because not everyone has the product. This will cause the useless item will be stored in many categories. The next factor that affects impulse buying is that customer will get instant satisfaction. This is because customer will find it difficult to make rational process decision when they experience emotional subjects such as stress, anxiety, or excitement. The first way to overcome the problem of impulse buying is to analyze the item to be bought. This is because customer will focus more on the analysis than the product in front of their eyes. The second way to overcome the problem of impulse buying is to buy goods according to their own needs. A customer has 2 items he wants to buy, for example a shirt and shirt. But the customer can only buy shirt because shirt is a daily need while clothes are the one. The next way to overcome the problem of impulse buying is to buy goods according to the ability. This will cost the customers money to be spent if they buy things that are not according to their needs, and this will affect their future because they do not have savings to overcome emergency. 4.2 Contribution to knowledge. Through this study, we found that many customers like to use online platforms to do shopping activities. Because of this, it has highlighted many effects of impulse buying. Therefore, self-awareness is very important when making a purchase decision. Referring to this topic, we also found that many people have an attitude of inability to fully control one's buying emotions. Therefore, this study provides benefit to the community, especially to those through impulse buying. Through the research, customers will know that the effects of in-housing buying, such as stimulus items, will be stored in many categories, the future will be affected, and so on. With this foreshadowing, customers will feel self-aware to control their buying emotions and overcome this problem of impulsive buying, so that this problem does not become more serious in the future.
Next, this structure displays the structure of the study's thesis. The first chapter introduces the study background and context, problem statement, research question, objective, and operational definition. The literature review of the study with independent and dependent variables that serve as our instrument to verify the thesis statement was presented in chapter 2. We have provided references to 10 studies, with the first 10 focusing on our dependent variable and independent variable. Data from the respondent is collected and analyzed using quantitative method in chapter 3. Data analysis for this study was performed in chapter 4 using SPSS. Tests of reliability, validity, regression, correlation, and factor analysis, as well as a summary of respondent demographic. Finally, we summarize the study with practical implication and contribution of knowledge.